So Samantha Irvin says, it's okay. Sometimes we have to block out the seemingly negative so we can get through our jobs. No chance he vanity searched himself. Likely just the algorithm showing him or his followers engaging with it. I'm excited for him to go off and show you guys more of his personality because my man gives no F's in a good way. Just hasn't been able to come through the screen yet in time. So that's what Samantha said about Ricochet responding to these marks. He goes, I said by the morning Ricochet would block me, and here we are. Fragile ego. Bro, why are y'all going hard on wrestlers like this too? Like, they're people as well. Like, I don't know what this dude was saying, but like, why has he blocked you? Has not blocked PWT, and everyone hates me. All the E-drones, all the headbutts, all the sickos. So what's going on here, man? But yeah, so he got blocked, and Irving said, nah, he said, you're just annoying. And this guy goes, he does seem thin-skinned. Like when someone said they would follow AEW for him, only he got super offended and wanted the person to watch everything. Samantha goes, how do you know he was super offended? True, but like, bruh, come on. He's been responding to all the sickos the day he left WWE. Like, so this guy goes, and for the record, I never tagged him, mentioned his name, or trashed him on the post he blocked me for. Damn. So, okay, I'll backpedal me if he didn't trash him, and it was a vanity search, but it hit close to home, then it does offend, but they're people too. I don't know if he went hard on him, I guess, but this guy's like noted, totally fine. After this guy's like, that's good because we don't give a fuck about him anymore. Yo, that's crazy. I still love Ricochet. Yeah, I mean, AEW ain't gonna use him the best. They don't use anybody the best. So it's like, you know, he's literally kind of just doing the same he's doing in WWE. So this is from last week's Dynamite. You know what's funny is that an editor and producer from AEW actually followed me today or yesterday. Someone who edits and produces. I forget his name. Yeah, it's pretty funny. It is a fisheye lens, but pretty packed. This all curtained off and empty to the left, far left there. Fully full, but I mean, that's a good picture, dude. That's a nice one. Like, let's go AEW. If they're pulling it off, let's go. So here's AEW Neckbeards goes, thank you for proving my point again. Yet again, excellent work. So let's see. This guy goes, I like how they pretend they actually care. And here's a guy wearing a big black and jacked shirt, which is hilarious. A fat white dude wearing a big black and jacked shirt, bro. That's hilarious. Oh, is that Conrad Thompson? No, I'm just
oh, come on, Phil. That's not very fair.
I was just thinking about this, you know, because we were talking about the Costco bros. I don't know who their opponent is.
So this guy has a big blacked and jacked shirt. Big blacked and jacked. That might be a whole other thing, folks. I'm not saying. But this Rob of C Nation guy goes, a black man has not been booked in a singles match on a main roster pay-per-view since y'all want to be so technical. No, y'all want to be so technical, bro. Under WWE in an entire year. The last one was Ricochet versus Logan Paul last year at SummerSlam, but y'all wonder why MVP and Bobby Lashley are gone, though, right? I like Wrestle Pierce. A lot of members are good, but every now and then you guys will start pushing the dumbest narrative online, like whatever. Yeah, I don't know. These guys don't want to count NXT, and they don't want to talk about Jade and Bianca, which is crazy. And then another stat came out, and I said, let's hear the sickos cry about this one. A stat came out that ever since the creation and like the separation of the WWE women's title and the world women's title, you guys know how they sort of like, or they brought back, like ever since the new dawn of like the gold WWE women's title, only women of color have held the belt. No one wants to talk about that as well. Their narrative is so ass backwards of how WWE approaches these things. WWE is so progressive. It's some people say it's too much in some of these groups online. You know, they got the anti-woke folk, you know, they're like, it's too much. So they got mad about the hip hop song, and we were all like, what are you guys mad about? You know what I mean? So like, and then
wrestling's always been rock music.
The new songs like Wayne and 2 Chainz or whatever. For NXT. Melo's on TV all the time too, man, having bangers the last like 10 weeks in a row. The dude's been in some sort of banger with someone in a high profile situation. I know it's not on pay-per-view, but we could be like, oh, they only feature Europeans on, you know what I mean? 10% of the pay. Like, we could start breaking things down and playing these weird games. I don't think it's like that. Women are on the forefront in WWE. It's clear. And we can't just dismiss like Jade and Bianca and Dakota and Damage Control and everyone, man. It's crazy. And Caden Carter and just everyone, you know.
And it's funny how they have no broad of, like, you know, and Damian Priest is Hispanic.
I'm willing to admit that Triple H had something, maybe some sort of like, didn't see it in Lashley, but it's since been revealed sort of that Lashley's on these deals that Vince McMahon, Husey explained this, I'm pretty sure, like Lashley is on these deals that Vince McMahon was signing, where it's like,
it was like bigger money, lesser dates.
Yeah, huge money, less dates. Like he's on one of those AEW contracts, but just probably a little more dates. But he's on one of those like big money contracts, you know, that Vince would put together. He's a Vince guy. So we have Sicko Wars, guys. Sicko fights. Slap Viper LLC says, your whole account is, and this is to neckbeards, guys. Your whole account is dedicated to hating on a promotion that's a dead giveaway. You don't have a life outside of this app, and you'd probably be crawling around on Reddit and 4chan calling wrestlers slurs. That if you don't do that already. Neckbeards, hey now, Neckbeards wouldn't say a slur. I don't know about the other stuff, but no, just kidding. But Neckbeards goes, profile pics says it all, and profile pics don't speak, you fool. But it's always the anime Joshi profile pics, and I like anime too, guys, but I don't have Joshi pillows, and I don't watch apartment wrestling, and I don't know about all these having might be whatever.
Your girlfriend isn't your pillow, the life-size pillow that they do.
So this guy goes, actually, they're worth 1,000 words when it comes to opinions on wrestling. It's true. It's why we have profile pics. Read a book by its cover. You know, it's what people do. The anime pick is always a dead giveaway. This guy goes, bold words coming from the guy who has literally spread stereotypes about asexuals. Okay, I don't know about any of that. Whatever. So he's arguing with sickos. We got sicko fights over here. This guy, Lifer WWE, says today was a hell of how it started versus how it ended kind of day. And yeah, so this was the whole Ricochet thing where he got blocked. Here's Awful again with 83 fumbles. So he was celebrating a week ago or so about he was celebrating how Dynamite hasn't had 83 weeks of no Millie for 83 weeks. Then he wrote a list of 83 fumbles, and man, people went hard on his ass in the responses. They were like, bro, how did you take the time to do this? But he's writing a book, so it's not surprising.
Right, he's been taking notes. He probably
it's probably one chapter, like the 83 no Millie whatever. But and also he's not saying that any of these things would have made them get a Millie either, because I saw some people like, oh, if they let Kip Sabian's return better, you'd think they get a Millie. I've seen people kind of responding like that. It's like, nah, he's saying he's just saying,
pointing out how bad things are.
Funny. He's pointing out one fumble per episode per 83 weeks. It's funny, you know, it's a good bit. What's the situation for $5? Says, why have they had 5 major shows in like 3 months? Haven't we had enough? I know, bro. They beat us to death with this too. Like, how can anything be special if everything's special? You know what I mean?
Everybody's got a belt, and everything's overbooked. It's just all the time. He can't stop. It's like he's, you know, it's like for some reason his heart and his brain are racing. I don't know what would make him do that, but it's like something.
He's like Diddy. Can't stop, won't stop. So yeah, he's got these 83 reasons. This guy's like, I don't have enough time to read all this, but I assume the Nightmare Collective losing Cody Rhodes, fumbling CM Punk to ham-fist institutional control and making the boys management are all on here. It's leisure reading. That's hilarious. You're obsessed with the company you hate. This is a form of mental illness, devoting so much time for a product you don't watch. Thanks, Dr. Oren. It's so funny. And Awful doesn't watch, I don't think, all the time, but he does like keep tabs on enough. You know, he asked me, and like he popped on tonight, and we broke down the episode.
I mean, you can catch up most of it online anyway too, and they post everything on YouTube.
I must make a correction. You are no longer a master bear poker at AEW. You are now just throwing bombs. Yeah, so he got mixed reactions about this. Some people like it. Some people think it's he couldn't wait for that one though. I knew it. That 83 fumbles graphic, he probably had that in his back pocket for fucking months.
Yeah, he probably like week 50, once they hit a year, you're like, come on, let's do this. It wasn't like they were getting close anymore. Like once they started averaging under 8, and then when 7 started being the norm, it's like you knew it was happening.
So Andy Gooner Boy goes, oh Lord, and it's AEW Defender going, kind of funny how Triple H, being obviously visibly racist, is finally coming to light, considering he used the hard R several times in the past. Everybody forgot about the Hunter Booker T promo, didn't they? Yeah, when did he use the hard R?
It's a bad promo, and he says some things that are like, you know, racialist, but he says people like you don't win the belt or whatever. He doesn't say, Definitely no hard R. The closest they ever came was when Durag Vince said it to McMahon, but he didn't use a hard R.
And it's tough too because look, here's a sicko too who is Rob of C Nation. This guy, I don't want to like big screen it because he's just hard R-ing everybody because he is a redact. He is a hard R, so he's hard R-ing everybody here. And he's like, Hangman, you effing hard R, you see me? You guys know what I mean? And he's like saying this repeatedly. He said it so much, but he's white knighting. Like people, I'm sure it's in this section, but I don't want to jump ahead. But yeah, it's always these white knights, man. They got the most skeletons. They're always dropping ends and stuff like that. So Auntie, speaking of sicko fight, we do had Auntie fights this week as well. And you guys see this one, bracelets. Because they were selling bracelets. I did that. Where's the Auntie fight, though? So Auntie Wrestling said, Miro is a fat cuck, and it's a good thing Lana left him. You guys, this is because he's leaving AEW or wants his release. Auntie Wrestling goes, Miro is a fat cuckatoo, and it's a good thing that Lana left him. I hope he never gets a job anywhere again. F him. I have zero respect for anything. He's too good for... Oh, sorry. I have zero respect for thinking he's too good for AEW. What a psychotic freak this lady is, man. Oh, dude, it's actually a dude.
It's a guy. Yeah, that one's the guy. I think the other Auntie is a female, but I'm blocked by both of them. So
I am too. And they included me in their list. I was a second round draft pick in the list of people they hate.
I saw the screenshots of those.
So AAR Gold Duck says, let's read into this because that's what we do here. Song name, Wouldn't Leave by Kanye. Lyrics, they say, build your own. I said, how, sway? I said, slavery a choice. They said, how, yay? Sasha Banks was enslaved for years until she finally decided to break free. After leaving as the CEO, she built her own brand, her own name, not one owned by others, and she's seen the life outside of WWE looks like, and it is just as great, if not better. So now, given the choice again, what does Monet choose? This dude, I'm telling you, man, does not leave his house. I've talked to him, voice messaged with this guy. And I'm telling you, I had to just leave it alone, dog. Yeah, he's I'm telling you, this guy's up. Yeah. If you talk to him for 1 second, you go, oh, he's up, you know?
That's just, wow. So, I saw that the other day and I was just,
ugh. I cringe, dude. Neckbeards goes, yes, Sasha Banks was a poor slave trapped by the WWE plantation. Thank goodness she followed that underground railroad all the way to the arms of her Harriet Tubman, Tony Khan. I think Wade in the Water would be her new theme music. Wow. Oh, man. Miss Kate Fabe, Kate from Fightful goes.
This one and then the other one, yeah.
So she was complaining about like some sexism. I don't know, I'm all blocked. And this guy goes, file a police report because of Twitter. You're a Karen of wrestling. And then Miss Kate Fabe goes, gonna have sex with your dad so he can have a child that he's proud of. And I'm like, first off, if a dude said that to her, she would melt down. I think we covered this on the show already, but it's like if someone said that to her, bro, she would melt down and use it in
every argument. Use it in any argument against men for the rest of her life. Yeah, I don't know which one's worse, her or the other one. And they both have K names, so it's like they're like the same person to me. But I
literally thought
overbooked.
Yeah, there's the overbooked. They were the same person, dude.
Yeah, no, I did for the longest time until there was like one's overbooked and one's Mark Order. That's how I know that. Yeah, no, but
and then this guy's like, "What did I tell you? She really wants it." And like, yeah, it's fun trolling, but don't give her.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, for real, because she's like legit. It's sometimes you wonder, like,
they got serious issues.
So like, I get how that's funny, but it's not. She will just take that to a whole other level. So
yeah.
Pro Wrestling Counselor goes, AEW shows are now like Trump rallies. Jesus Christ. People leaving early. I think that's both sides. I don't think anybody's really there for the politicians. They're there for like the Meg Thee Stallion concerts. You know what I mean?
It's the price of the ticket too. That's the $0, the giveaway.
It was. So a lot of people thought, because I had said, and I got, I wanted to bring this up to Awful because I've been going at him for it, but he posted to me like the year-over-year attendance. All I said was AEW did a good house with the 7K tickets. They sold 6 or 7K tickets. Tony padded it $1,000. or a grand, 1,000 tickets rather. And if he did that, then still, if they drew 6,000, that's way better than the 2.5 or 1.8 thousand tickets they sell everywhere they go. That's still like triple their tickets sold. So good for them. They got a decent house. That's all I said. And then I had Awful owning me. And with their year over year, well, you know, it's not really an own. I'm like, dude, I know. You don't need to tell me year over year.
And that was what you were saying of the last like few, like recently, not comparison to the Grand Slam shows. Yeah,
yeah. I'm just like, bro, in 2024, yeah, AEW sells 1,500 tickets. So if they,
because the last 3 or 4 shows were under like $2,000 or under.
if Tony padded it 1,000, well, great. That's still like 3 times their average in 2024. So like, oh, they actually got a house. I wonder why. Was it for Nigel and Daniel? I don't know. Yeah, it was in a big ass empty building. I know tonight they figured it out. So I applaud them for that. But yeah, so I had like a bunch of the drones coming at me too, and everyone was tagging me in this. Look, they gave tickets away. Okay, yeah, I never denied Tony would never give tickets away for sure. He's done it. He admitted he sold tickets for $1 for Sting's last match to try and fill the house. You know, they did a good gate for that. But yeah, so they gave tickets away, man. And this guy's like, I'm still going on. I just got bored and left early. Ask me anything. And yeah, he was at Arthur Ashe. So the aunties are fighting each other. Auntie fight. So Auntie Collins from Fightful goes all the way off. By the way, this ain't me. Protect trans youth. And then Auntie goes, me for having my beliefs. No, F you for being a bitch. Auntie fight. Oh my God. It's so funny. And what's Auntie's beliefs? Isn't Auntie a dude pretending to be a chick? You think they'd support trans rights? No, I'm sorry. Someone's going to, oh, come on now, Phil. That's insensitive. I'm making a joke, guys. We're joking here. It's what we do. Okay. It was a big joke. It was huge. I took a chance on it. Okay. I believe in trans rights. I love trans youth. Okay. I love them all. I'll buy them shoes. Yeah, dude, this is hilarious. I'll watch the aunties fighting. Sicko Wars, my new favorite segment.
That's what's going to happen. They're going to start turning on each other.
Dude, they eat each other. The cancel pigs always eat each other. They always turn on each other. These guys are pussy kryptonite. So this Jack Picante guy says, Jack Picante says, so apparently this is the result of that tweet. And Kate Fabe goes, ban her 24 hours on this app. Oh, so she was banned for 24 hours on this app.
Yeah, this is what she was talking about when she filed the police report. That's what
I'll be promoting stuff and interacting on here from time to time. But you can find me on Threads for more frequent interactivity. Having to file police against people on this app because of wrestling and have men I know spend hours on the phone with people I have them even attempt accountability for their behavior is absurd and pathetic.
Unbelievable.
Oh, man. Meanwhile, she's just shifting accountability. You know?
And say she's going to have sex with people's dads. That's that's nice. That's real cute.
So here's my tweet. Here was my rant. I said, last night, I never said AEW sold out and packed the house to the rafters. I said they drew a decent house, not even good or great, an acceptably decent 8K people after 2 years straight of selling 2K tickets, basically. I know over half the building was empty. I know. So I was getting it, man. I was like, bro, are you guys kidding me? You're going to side against me? The AEW people are already coming after me all the time. God damn it. I need you on my side. Okay, Samantha Irvin goes off on the internet wrestling community, and I agree with her here too. Look at this. She goes, so people are complaining that Bianca and Jade are hosting the Bad Blood PLE. And so this person's like, y'all know I adore them, but why does Bad Blood need a host? This ain't WrestleMania or SummerSlam. And then Samantha Irvin goes, we just never going to sit back and enjoy, are we? IWC knows how to book PLEs, secure sponsors, delegate budgets, call matches, commentate, brand and market, but they don't know how to enjoy the show. So true, man. Can't say nothing else, man.
They've had plenty of hosts for other pay-per-views. Like, that's the thing. Like, John Cena hosted a pay-per-view when he came back. Like, it's not a big deal.
All excuses wrestling. So No DQ posted this article, I guess, saying AEW's decline in television viewership and attendance can be attributed to a mixture of factors. Increased competition from WWE. No, they're not competition. AEW increases the competition if they do good. Otherwise, it's just WWE coasting and doing really well. Internal issues like inconsistent storytelling. Thank you. And roster management. Yep.
Yep.
Backstage controversies. Yep. Overexposure. Yep.
Yep.
And limited appeal to casual fans. Yep. And then Luis Delgado says, nobody mentions that we basically are in a recession in this country. It's hard to pay for gas and food, let alone buying a ticket to a wrestling show when you can't just stay home and watch it. But you are seeing WWE attendance drop, so are the same issues plaguing them also. Yes, inflation is insane. And yes, people are struggling out there. And yes, I get it 100%, but WWE's white hot and like all these bands, why do you think they're all going on these crazy ass tours?
Yeah.
Is linking up with all getting people out of retirement. And why? Because it's hot right now. Whatever it is, man, people are going out to live shows. I don't know if the pandemic made everyone go, yeah, we got to live our lives, dude. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's just people aren't interested in AEW. It's that simple.
WWE's had over 50 sellouts this year. I'm thinking they're doing okay.
Yeah. And yeah, see, here's Awful coming to me. He goes, and then he laughs. See, I'm going to call him out on this goddamn show. I should have got to this. He goes, decent. And he starts laughing. 8,000's decent, bro. Decent. Yeah. I think we Googled, what does the word decent mean? Okay. God damn it. It is decent. Awful. You son of a bitch. That's like me going, you're not really that awful. Awful. Come on. You're not that awful, bro. You're a really good guy. Come on. It was decent, bro. But yeah, no, that's my boy. So, LOL from Powerful King. JJ, we got a lot, guys. Let's just hang out for a bit. There's a lot of you here. So it's awesome. Took Timbo. This guy blocked me. He's like literally deranged, you know. He'll be like YouTube, and then you're like, well, he's like, yeah, I got 3.3 million impressions, and I'm like, well, impressions aren't views. Impressions just mean someone scrolled past you.
Right.
He's like, that's not what impressions are. Yeah, it is. I literally work for YouTube channels with millions of subs. You know what I mean? Like, I literally get paid to do that. Like in my personal life, bro. Yes, that is the difference. Like, you make shorts. That's why shorts channels. Or like, okay, just go make shorts. Anyone can do this right now. Start a YouTube channel, get 1 million views on shorts, and then go get 1 million views on a normal video, and then tell me which one made you actual money or got you subscribers. And you know what I mean? It's impressions are not the same as views. It's just that simple. You know what I mean? Even the views on Twitter. Elon figured it out. Oh, all of the impressions will be on there. And now people can tout like, oh, this got seen by 1.5 million people. It's just impressions. It's just people scrolling by. Doesn't mean they spend time looking at it. Doesn't mean they stop and engage with your content or anything. And I'm not hating on that. It's a good digital, it's part of the digital pivot. You got to factor in your impressions, but it's like, bro. So this guy was just shifting goalposts, this Took Timbo guy. He's like, yeah, but Twitter. And I'm like, but we were talking about YouTube. So now you want to talk about Twitter? Shifting the goddamn, he just blocked me after arguing all day. And I had the time, bitch. I've been home resting. You know what I mean? I've been chilling the last few weeks. So I got the time, bro. Don't with me. So anyways, AEW does actually pull in over 1 million viewers on Dynamite. How do they actually
where and whenever?
And look at what he says. Imagine if they counted all of the Sling numbers. What is Sling? Oh, wow. I don't even know it. Never heard of that in my life.
It's a TV service you can get where you can like pick certain channels with it. But I mean, not that many people have it. Not that many people that have it are watching Dynamite.
Yeah, you remember the guy you remember when that dude was like, oh, people who watch on PSP Plus or whatever.
Right? Yeah. Same idea.
What are you talking about? So moving along, this guy goes, it's 5 months away, you dumbass. You ends are a bunch of dumbass, white, broke, dirty ass MFs who don't, bro, I'm not even white. Just kidding. I'm like half. It's 5 months away, dumbass. They have time, dickhead. You're crying over math. They're comparing the tickets sold now for the Australian show and the price points compared to the other shows, but you're mad at me. And this is Cultaholics reporting that Grand Slam isn't looking that good ticket sales wise. So this guy just freaked out on me. And he's just, the refreshments at the block party. It ain't that serious, dog. Every day it's the same. I'm tired of it. And I said to him too, I was like, you're getting emotional. I was like, you're crying. And he's like, I'm crying? Like, I'm getting mad. It's like, yeah, dude, look how crazy you're being just over not even my opinion. Or like, what did I say? No, or yeah, it is my opinion. I said, you have to establish a market first, not just hotshot book a venue and put Tony Storm on the poster. But that's why. So why are you mad at me, man? These guys get so crazy. But I love it.
All the time in my algorithm. Then just block people or
yeah, that's what he said. I see you in my algorithm. It's like, bro, because you're looking at my shit. That's why.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I know because people who shit I don't look at doesn't come up on my. And here's the thing: You just give me more content for my show. So it's all good, man. I'm not even looking for it, so it's all good. But Jobber Nation says, never. Sounds like you don't want me to, because I'll take your spot purely on charisma alone. Damn, going hard at Ricochet again. And Ricochet goes, it's so funny how you'll never work for any wrestling company, even though you obviously desperately want to so bad. He said that to Jobber. And Jobber's like, you don't want me to, because I'll take your spot purely based on charisma. Dude, that feud is... I can't believe Ricochet's feuding with Jobber, the most obvious troll in the IWC, man. Master Taker says, I think Sapp is acting like a child. Well, tell me something new. Sean Ross Sapp goes, this isn't funny. It's weirdo. Dude, if I opened my DMs right now and showed you my DMs from Sapp, and you guys want to talk about weirdo, holy, he's the last guy who should be allowed to speak sentences like that. But WrestleVotes goes breaking. Takeshita's AEW contract is reportedly set to expire soon, with WWE showing significant interest in bringing him into the company.
Good.
These WrestleVotes, no, it's not true, though. These WrestleVotes accounts keep popping up and reporting fake news and like tricking everyone. But it's just funny that Sapp is getting mad, and it's like a lot of people would say that's what you do, bro. So
seriously,
yeah. AEW Grand Slam ratings 1.2. Yeah, so 1.273 M, 1.039 M, 984K, 702K. That's terrible, man.
That's atrocious.
WBD's invested, man. And here's the thing with the Grand Slam ratings, too. Those are the ratings, and then all of a sudden they're like, we're going to do a Grand Slam in Australia, and they think they're going to sell at a stadium. It's been
what?
A TV.
With no audience.
It's been a TV special as well. So, like, why would they pay for a stadium show just on TV, or you're going to make this TV show a pay-per-view now? It's so dumb. Even though it was a pay-per-view to begin with, whatever. But I go, these guys are talking about NXT. I'll take things that never happened for $1,000. At Huna Davis goes, I had this on the TV last night, and they're talking about NXT, guys. While eating dinner, and my little brother goes, what's this off-brand shit? And then this guy's like, LMAO base, little brother. And I'm just like, yeah, I'll take things that never happened for $1,000, Alec, please. Yeah. Weirdos, because that for sure never happened. So moving along, and I wrote, and so it begins. The Miz comments on having no match on tonight's Raw. The crowd was on their feet before my match, didn't get the opportunity. This is in a kayfabe interview, by the way. And then this guy goes, go to AEW. And I just quote tweet it and say, and so it begins. So read this, dude. Wrestle Pierce came out and they put out this story. They're like, Soberano Jr. confirms he's re-signed with CMLL for 3 years, claims WWE isn't the pinnacle of wrestling. Who the f is Soberano Jr.? No offense. Okay, but this guy just says, he basically goes on and says, yeah, I signed with CMLL. WWE isn't the pinnacle of wrestling, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, and I just quote tweeted this and I was like, dude, Wrestle Pierce only did a story about this, or only quoted this or cared to post this because it's anti-WWE. Like, absolutely. Otherwise, they don't know who this guy is. I assure you, dude. That's crazy. JD from NY, he squashed his beef with Sean Ross Sapp. He goes, just spoke to Sean Ross Sapp over the phone for over an hour. Some of it heated, some of it very cordial and understanding. An olive branch has been extended, and we both came to a very mutual agreement to move on with no hostility, no personal shots, and not be at each other on here or on our shows. I know some of you are probably disappointed, but it just isn't worth it. No beef moving forward. Thanks to Sean for understanding and understanding where I came from as well.
Oy.
What do you make of this, man? Like, it's just, this is all it is, right? With SRS, he just doesn't want people trashing him publicly. That's all it is, bro. Yeah, he doesn't care. It's just an ego thing, you know.
And he vanity searches, and anytime he does, he will stick his little thigh rub army on people, whether it's Kate overbooked or Mark Order or whatever, or he's got was it Corey too? Like, I've realized that's why I've just stopped, I've muted the word Fightful, because I would make random joke comments on things, and then he'd be like, oh, you're obsessed, because then he would take my name and search, and it's like, no, I'm commenting on other things that I thought were funny. I'm cracking jokes. Just there's the sickos that can be funny, and then there's the super sickos that are just. Because, I mean, calling people on the phone and dealing, messing with people with their jobs and things. Just no, I just want to have fun. The kid at it. No. It's not that
Bro.
serious.
Over graps. Hilarious.
Yep.
So the Took, this guy who blocked me, Took Timbo, luckily it's still in here. He goes, this is the reason why WWE took down AEW's video, The Best of Nigel McGuinness. It's still ROH footage, which means Tony Khan owns the rights. Okay, well, we covered this on the show, right?
Yeah, I think we covered that one. I think you're going back into it. Oh, here we go.
So this guy goes, just like a lion in the animal kingdom, Veer Mahan is bidding his time, whatever. And this guy goes, Larry goes, no one cares, just release Ali. And then look at what he's saying now. S-hole Larry goes, Tony Khan should never do a single thing to help WWE. If that means paying Phoenix to do nothing for a year, fine. We all know what WWE would do, so play by the same rules. Meanwhile, here's his hypocritical ass saying free Ali. Literally told
That's all of them. Yeah.
Y'all.
There's so many of them doing that. It's crazy.
Neckbeards puts this out about Sappy, a very Sap-heavy segment. So he responds, Sapp responds to JD and goes, hi, JD, you're entitled to not like our content, but you sort of undermine your point here. I need those interviews, but they only do 700 views. Well, what? That doesn't make sense. Also, YouTube is 4th highest distribution. Well, I mean, come on, man. You know, I do an episode with Killer Kelly. It gets as many views as Sapp's interview with Killer Kelly. And like less time, I'm not dissing, but it's just like, yeah, like Sapp's, like their Fightful's YouTube game isn't like the best for sure, you know, but yeah, he needs interviews. Like, I mean, yeah, he's like a news thing. So, I mean, that's not really a knock on him. You know what I mean? Oh, he needs interviews and they only get 7 interviews. Well, he's trying, you know what I mean? Like, that's a fair criticism, but it's not.
And there's the difference, though, because
of course he does need views. You know? Yeah, like
they shouldn't be arguing with him because, like, whatever JD's saying, because JD's supposed to be entertainment, so his views are entertainment views. Sapp's are supposed to be news and information. So it's, but this is the whole problem: is they cross their streams and everybody's both, and it's like, no, pick a lane. Jackasses.
And he says YouTube is our 4th highest distribution method of those views. So good on them, I guess. I don't need any type of content. Yes, you do. Outside of breaking news. No, you do need to do your little live shows, and dude, that's why you do them.
Otherwise you wouldn't.
Yeah. Usually pertaining to things companies don't want me to put out there. If you have an inability to maintain cordial working relationship with companies, that's a you thing. I've never had anyone in those companies take exception to personal opinions of subjective entertainment that resulted in more than a spirited conversation about why I disliked it. That's why I know Triple H is down with PWT. I know your whole thing is convincing the audience that nobody else is telling the truth but you, but I've made a career on telling the truth.
Yeah, Neckbeards nails it. Cringe City.
So here's more of this S-hole Larry guy who's no one cares, just release Ali. What would be wrong with Ali becoming Andrade? Oh no, he's in a TV feud with Darby Allin and Sting, the horror. Ali wants to be released, blah, blah, blah. So just more of him being a sicko, just not keeping the same energy whatsoever. Yeah, I said this earlier. Is any TK? Oh, I said it's all anyone can say about going there, but somehow TK isn't a money mark. Kevin Owens deserves to get paid.
Like he's not been. He hasn't been making $3 million a year the last.
Yeah, it's all anyone can say. Oh yeah, they deserve to get paid. And Tony Khan's not a money mark. So this English Vato goes, remember when all these kids were pissed about Ali not getting released? And yeah, so Defender goes, adding time to Ray Phoenix's contract has nothing to do with Ray Phoenix. Tony Khan has made it clear he is done taking WWE. If you're obviously going to WWE, Tony takes it personal. If WWE expected them to have amazing tag matches with Motor City on Netflix, too bad. Think again. Well, they weren't. They were going to do that on the CW. Maybe try watching the shows. Defender's such a mark. And
maybe if Tony booked him right then. I mean, he booked him decently at the beginning, but what's happened the last couple of years? Like it's never AEW or Tony or the booking's fault. It's always WWE's and everybody else's, and it's always point. That's never any they project onto everybody else. That's how it works. That's the cultist, you know, Tony Khananite way.
What about Lucha Bros careers? Losers. Exactly. What the about their careers, dude?